Hello designers, welcome to another tutorial. So in this tutorial we're learning this pointy sleeve. So the measurement you're going to take to make this sleeve is your round armhole. But I'll just suggest that when you're taking your measurement around your armhole, stop 1 inch before your side seam allowance. So this is going to help your sleeve to balance. So that measurement that you took around here, you're just going to import it first on your pattern paper this way. So half of it, because we are just going to be drafting half of the pattern, so measure half of it here. So come down from that line by 1.5, okay, and use your curve ruler to connect it together this way. So I'll just go ahead to connect it together. Then after that, again to mark the length of the sleeve. So between 3, 4 to 5 inches is okay to make this. So but I'll be marking 4 inches. So from where you mark your 4 inches, connect it to where you mark half of your round armhole measurement. And I will just go ahead to connect it together and cut it. So we're going to be using this to create the pointy sleeve. This is just like the first step. So after cutting it, then we just go ahead to use this to create it, because this is not pointy enough for what we want to achieve. So just place this on. I'll be using the other side because this side is not going to be enough for what I want to create. So I'll just turn my pattern paper around, then I'll tape this down. Okay, just use your masking tape or whatever tape you have to tape it down. So after taping it down, from where your sleeve ends, mark 2.5. okay, you're going to mark 2.5 there. So after marking 2.5, you're going to now shift your first sleeve, or after you've marked 2.5, you can go down by between 2 to 4 inches. Max is 4, but I did 2 here. So you're going to shift from the previous sleeve that you have, you're going to shift it to that 2.5. okay, so I'm trying to get the angle very well, so because when I marked that, it wasn't really, so I'll try to connect it here so that I'll be able to get where exactly I'm supposed to tape it down. So can you see I'm trying to get it accurately? So where you mark your 2.5, make sure you shift it this way and tape it down. Okay, so after taping it down, from that 2.5, I'm going to connect it to where I marked 2 inches. You know, I told us that you can make it up to 4 inches if you really want it to be really long at that point, but I just felt 2 inches is okay for me here. So just make sure to connect it very well together. So this side here, you know, I wrote cut on fold, so that means you're going to be cutting that side on fold. So just go ahead to cut your pattern. Do you understand? And this is your pointy sleeve. You can see that it's going to be more pointy than the first one that we cut. So that's how you're going to get your pointy sleeve. So go ahead to cut this on your fabric. You know, you're going to cut your lining and you're going to cut your fashion fabric. So 2 for your lining, 2 for your fashion fabric. So I've cut this on my fabric already. I made sure to add my seam allowance round. So this is my fashion fabric. I'm using velvet for the fashion fabric, and I cut out bridal as lining. So this is Regilene boning. You can use Regilene boning to give structure to this sleeve to make it really pointy. So we're going to be using Regilene boning to give structure to this sleeve. So now your boning, you are not going to sew it this way. You're going to follow your boning direction. Can you see how I'm doing my hand? So that's how you're going to sew it. Don't sew it the other way around. This side is how you're going to be sewing it. This is very important for this. So make sure it follows that direction. How your boning follows is how you're going to sew it. So make sure you leave out your seam allowance before you start sewing this. So I'll just sew it to the where we have the pointy, okay, where we have the pointy part. You stop there, then you start it on the, you sew it on the other side. Your Regilene boning, you're going to sew it on the other side. After sewing on the other side, then you're not going to sew your boning from this side too. Can you see? So you sew it on this side. So I'm going to add another step to this. So after you sew it on both sides there, just add one more step or 2 more, just to give more structure to your sleeve. So sewing Regilene boning on it is going to give structure to it, and it's going to make it really pointy like we want it to be. So this is the second step that I'm adding to it here, just to give more structure to my sleeve. So if you do not want to sew Regilene boning, you can actually use peplum stay. Peplum stay is very strong, and you can see that I iron yesterday on my fabric, both on my or fashion fabric and also the lining. It's very, very important so that it's going to give structure to me to your fabric. So make sure your iron here stay on it before you sew your boning. Also, if you are using peplum stay, make sure you iron your yesterday before you sew, you add your peplum stay to it. So this is what we have here. So right now I'm just going to go ahead to join the fashion fabric and also the lining. You know, I saw the boning on the lining, not on the fashion fabric. So we're just going to be sewing them together on this side here. So make sure you join them together very well. You turn it to the right side, so you can give it a little bit of ironing, but make sure you iron it towards the bony direction so that it won't flatten. It's just going to give you the shape that you want. So make sure you just sew this very well. And here you have your pointy sleeve. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this tutorial. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so that you can receive notification whenever I upload a new tutorial. See what we have here. So just go ahead to sew this into your armhole. It's just going to be pointy. Can you see the edge pointed there? You can embellish this. You can add your beaded fringe. You can just decorate it the whatever way you want it. So this is what I have for you in this tutorial. So see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.